Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Lituchy at LLK Dental. I've been here for 38 years now. I started here in 1984. Veneers were invented in 1983, so like these new things came out, but none of us knew how to do them, how to shape the teeth. Ceramists didn't even know how to make them. So we found the ceramist. He learned how to make these things called veneers, and we started doing them. And the guy made very pretty teeth. I mean, we didn't know any better. They just looked really pretty, and we were happy with that. I went to some lecture maybe 5 years later at NYU Dental. It was a cosmetic dental lecture. I don't even remember what it was about, but I bumped into a guy there who introduced himself to me, said, "My name is Jason Kim. I'm a ceramist. I'm incredible. Send me a case. I want to show you what I could do. I hear you guys do so many veneers." So I said, sure, give me your card. I took his card. I stuck it in my pocket with no intention of sending him a case because I was very reluctant, because my patients were paying a lot of money for their dream smiles, and this was an unknown. And I knew what I had made nice teeth, but I thought about it, and I called him up and I said, listen, I have this patient, this woman who's had a rough time. She beat cancer. She fought cancer, and she has no money, but I love her and I want to do something nice for her. So I will send you this case. I'll do 10 upper and 10 lower veneers for her for free, and you can show me what you can do. So anyway, I sent it to him. I get back this box. The veneers always come in little boxes. It's always fun to opening them up. It's like opening up a little Christmas present. So I opened up the box and I looked at these things, and I had never seen anything more magnificent, ever. I didn't even know why they were different. I mean, later I learned why they were different, which is because of the technique that Jason uses to make it. He uses a paintbrush, and he builds up a single veneer one drop at a time, as opposed to what 90% of the ceramists do today, which is these pressable veneers, which to me just look solid in color, and they have no beauty, no depth, no translucency, no shading into that white. By doing it a drop at a time, it enables Jason to create something that really not only mimics what we're born with, but it mimics the way light travels through it. In other words, when light hits our natural enamel, there are parts of our enamel that reflect that light, and there are parts that absorb it. He mimics that because of this technique that he created in making the veneers. So we started sending Jason all our cases, and he opened up the lab in the city, and we would sometimes send patients in a taxi if we had to, but basically we would send him pictures of the patient's smile. Well, there's just so much information you can get from a picture, but I didn't realize that at the time. I didn't realize that for the 3 decades that we did that, until Jason came up to me and he said, "Listen, Greg, I got to tell you something. I've done a lot of things in my life." He said, "I've written multiple books. I've created porcelain products. I've lectured all over the world. I opened up 2 big labs. But one thing that I never did, and I want to do, is join the top cosmetic practice in Manhattan, in their office, and take that practice to a whole nother level." And basically, we jumped at that because he is so unique. He is a genius artist in what he does. I cannot remember the last time that I looked at veneers done by another dentist in another state or in another country where the patient moves to New York and we look in the mouth, where I was excited by what I was looking at. Because what we put in every single day is so much nicer than that. So having Jason in the lab, sitting with us together with the patient, evaluating the smile, listening very carefully to what that patient wants, watching the mouth move, critical. Jason will watch them smile, and we're talking about what they want to do, and he may say to me, "Greg, I noticed that her lip goes up higher on one side when she smiles, but it doesn't go up as much on the other, so I'm going to compensate for that by building that porcelain out a little more to give it a little more support so it looks more balanced." It might be something that I never saw, but he saw it. And that's the beauty of working as a team. And the other beauty is Jason, by meeting the patient, sets the case up in such a way before it started that enables us to be much more conservative in our drilling. We don't have to take away as much tooth structure because everything has been pre-set up by Jason and us designing this smile together. And I have to tell you, It's been not only a privilege to have Jason here working with me and Mark and Brian, and we feel extremely lucky that we get to work with him. It's been a learning experience too, because you feed each other new ideas and you grow together and you create new techniques that work even better as a team. So as lucky as I feel and as much fun as I've had in the time that Jason has been, and it's been the most fun of my entire practice these last 5 years that he's been here, the real lucky ones are the patients, the thousands of patients who have come here to have their dream smiles created by the artistic collaboration of me and Mark and Brian, together with the artistic genius of Jason Kim. And I love what I do. I will be doing this for another 15 years. I look forward to putting in beautiful cases every single day and handing that patient a mirror with pride, because it's the best, most beautiful smile possible that a dentist and a ceramist can create together.